Nerd Talk. When the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was announced, I think the entire world expected an unmitigated disaster. But then, something happened. It turned out to be a really good movie, after perhaps one of the best video game movie adaptations ever made. Can a Sonic sequel recapture the lightning in a bottle that was the box office success of Sonic the Hedgehog? Well, I have some ideas for that. So today, let's talk about how to make Sonic the Hedgehog 2 super. All too often, iconic video game characters and franchises are butchered by out-of-touch studio execs who care more about establishing cinematic universes than making a good film. When the news broke of a Sonic movie, we all agreed to just ignore what was sure to be a flop and go about our lives. Then the first trailer came out, and we saw, Jesus, what is it? Burn it! Burn it with fire! With our first glimpse of the visual sin against nature that Sega and Paramount had allowed to be birthed, the world went from apathy to a morbid curiosity to see what was sure to be a tire fire of a fiasco. According to animator Max Schneider, Paramount didn't think general audiences would mind such a radical redesign of the blue blur. Whatever studio executive thought that can go to the deepest, darkest hell. The hell where one can only play Sonic 06 and read Sonichu comics. If the producers were willing to allow such little care to go into Sonic's iconic design, then I doubt they put any effort or love into the plot. After a massive 3-month delay to allow for a major redesign of the visual assets of the movie and make Sonic look more like Sonic, people were surprised to find a film which went on to become the second highest grossing movie of 2020. Sonic had joined the small elite club of successful video game adaptations. How did Sonic succeed where others failed? A lot of video game movies try to go for a faithful translation of game to film. In some cases, this can work. Mortal Kombat is an example of a relatively faithful, although notably less gory, adaptation. But the problem with games like Mario and Sonic is that the plot can be more abstract. This isn't a problem when you stick to animation, since a sense of whimsy can be expressed more believably. Both the Mario and Sonic franchises have had a bunch of different cartoon adaptations over the years. Games with virtually non-existent plot allowed for a variety of different interpretations and stories to be told, without grossly violating canon. In Sonic's case, his world has been portrayed from zany cartoon to a more dark dystopian world as portrayed in the classic Saturday morning series, Sonic the Hedgehog. But live-action film doesn't allow such generous amounts of suspension of disbelief. This is something that affected the Mario Bros. Live-action movie, a movie which is pretty universally regarded as a by-the-numbers what not to do behind the camera or on the screen when making a movie. Any movie, let alone a video game adaptation. So, how was Sonic able to avoid the mistakes of the Mario Bros. Movie? Well, it had a decent script, a cast that wasn't drunk all the time, and creators who seemed to want to do justice to the game and not just do their own thing and be forced to throw superficial elements from the game into it. The makers of Sonic also did something simple but often overlooked. They realized that with a franchise with no real plot, the most important thing is to adhere to the spirit of the source material, and that to resonate with audiences, you have to give heart and dimension to otherwise flat game characters. Sonic the movie accomplished that. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie created a fundamental need for the titular character, and then juxtaposed and challenged that viewpoint with the enemy of Robotnik. That's how you create meaningful conflict. That's how you create a movie with stakes. Villains aren't just an external problem to overcome, but should force the protagonist to question their own beliefs and viewpoints, their own place in the world, and the flaws they need to overcome to grow. In the movie, Sonic wants friends. He wants to play with others. But what he needs is a sense of belonging. He needs true companionship with people who will see him for more than just his speed and power, but as the goofy, lovable hedgehog he is. He needs a place to call home. Somewhere he can feel safe and not have to hide his identity. This is contrasted very bluntly by Robotnik, who acknowledges that others outside himself are irrelevant. He doesn't want friends because he is enough. He doesn't need people to see beyond his intelligence because that's how he maintains power and control. Robotnik defines himself by his intelligence because that is his power. By having Sonic, something that he doesn't understand and may not be able to control, exist, undermines his uniqueness in the world. And of course, that is unacceptable. Sonic wants to fit in, and Robotnik wants to stand alone. This theme is taken and visually represented by Sonic's trademark speed. For much of the film, Sonic is running from Robotnik and his robots. He's fleeing from another person who wants to take advantage of his power, and thematically is running from his ideological opposite. This parallels how Sonic had to flee from his homeworld, but after his time with Tom, he stops running away. He instead runs towards his home, towards his friends. And in the end, he runs head-on to stop Robotnik and all he represents. He will no longer allow fear to prevent him from finding a place where he can belong. For a great analysis on this, I recommend checking out Filmento's amazing video on why the first Sonic movie was such a success. I'll throw the link in the description. How can Paramount avoid a sequel coming off as a cheap money grab? Well, they need to give the movie the same heart that they managed to find in the first film. The first Sonic movie wrapped up rather nicely with Sonic having gained not only friends, but a community. People who accept him in a place he can be safe. That's our new status quo. But we gotta shake it up, create some conflict. We can't just rehash Sonic on a quest to find friends. Sequels should build on the themes established in the previous movie. If all they're gonna do is rehash the previous one, we might as well just watch the previous movie. So, what kind of story can we tell? Well, we start where we last left off. Sonic is staying with his newly discovered friends Tom and Maddie. Maybe Tom and Maddie have even had their first child. Things are going well, and we get glimpses of their life since Robotnik's attack. A montage of life in Green Hills with Sonic enjoying himself. But every once in a while, we see Sonic doing something a little inconsiderate. He tracks mud into the house. He plays pranks on people. He unintentionally causes damage to property as he uses his speed for fun. In the beginning, these things are taken in stride with a sitcom-esque eye roll, but slowly, we see the reactions from the townspeople change, and Tom and Maddie struggling to balance giving Sonic the attention he craves and taking care of their child. What was once cute slowly becomes grating. As Sonic becomes more and more of a burden on the community, we hit critical mass. Enter Tails. Tails comes to Green Hills searching for a power source only to find Sonic. Sonic, always looking to make new friends, invites Tails to stay with him, Tom, and Maddie. Of course, Tom and Maddie aren't happy about this. You see, in the first film, Sonic was in search of companionship, and it stands to reason that he's never had a friend. During the last movie, the Hedgehog had a simplistic and idealized concept of friendship.
Road trip? Whoop whoop!
So you've been spying on us all for years.
I mean, I wouldn't call it spying. We were all just hanging out, only I wasn't invited and no one knew I was there.
Most of his exposure to life and relationships were based on movies and what he observed while watching from the shadows. He doesn't understand boundaries. He doesn't understand that friendship is a two-way street and that sometimes friends can disagree. Re-enter Robotnik, played perfectly by Jim Carrey.
What do I look like, an imbecile? Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them!
When we last saw the genius misanthrope, he was stranded on a world with nothing but giant mushrooms, slowly going insane. During the first movie, Robotnik was adamant that friendship was unnecessary and human connection was inferior compared to the complete subservience offered by robots. In Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3 on the Sega Genesis, the first levels are nature-filled paradises, but as the games continue, the settings slowly become technoscapes filled with robots, containing animals which have had their individuality stripped of them. In my idea for the sequel, we would tie this game concept to the themes of the film. The mad scientist has, of course, found a way back after having converted the mushroom world into a technological hellscape, and has since invaded many other worlds. His next stop is to exact revenge on the planet and people who banished him. Whereas the first film was about the importance of friends in general, the sequel should be about how to interact and maintain relationships with others. Sonic needs to learn that friendship is give and take, that when you are building a community, you can't and won't always get your way. Sonic needs to learn to take responsibility. Sonic 2 would be about how relationships grow and change, and how our interactions with others shape the world around us, how our friendships can make the world a better place. This theme would be reflected literally by Robotnik's assimilation of worlds into his view of an ideal. As before, Robotnik prefers machines to humans. Machines are unquestioning, loyal, and above all else, have no independent will of their own. So, the logical progression of that is, being driven insane, Robotnik would want the world around him to be completely technological. Cold. Clean. In many ways, simple. In a technoscape, Robotnik would be Lord, and he could do anything and everything he wants, and the world would cater to his whims. A world of creatures solely dedicated to you. If there's a problem, Robotnik knows that it's within his ability to repair it. A robot malfunctions or displeases you? Well, either fix it or replace it. Easy. After his falling out with the people of Green Hills, and Tom and Maddie, Sonic leaves for the woods, tails in tow. At this point, Sonic's character mirrors Robotnik. He wants his friends to always be around to have fun with him, and can't see why he can't always be a part in the lives of others. He orders Tails around despite Tails needing Sonic's help. Basically, Sonic is acting like a selfish child. Just like Robotnik, he expects the world to revolve around himself. During their initial reunion, Robotnik tells Sonic that in his new technological civilization, no one will ever be able to refuse being his friend. No one will ever fear him, or hurt him or the people he loves. All he needs from Sonic is a little more power. Robotnik has been able to use the single quill taken from Sonic in the previous movie to power his campaign of conquest so far. With a little more power, he can make sure that all the worlds currently under his control are firmly kept that way. He even offers Sonic a chance to return to his original world. The same world he had to flee when he was young. The same world Tails left to track Sonic's power signature. Here, we see the potential of power for good and for ill. Power used for the common good can bring about a brighter future, but if abused for selfish reasons can be a terrible thing. Again, how we and our abilities shape the world around us. Sonic agrees to help, and everyone in Green Hills is turned into a robot to be of service to Sonic. Here we have another montage of the new status quo in Green Hill. Sonic wants to play a game? The whole town will participate. Sonic wants to throw a party? The whole town will be there. Sonic makes a mistake, and no one judges him or holds him accountable. They offer him unwavering attention, even as the world goes into panic. During the final confrontation, Sonic fights to free his friends from Robotnik's control. This parallels the games nicely. Sonic realizes he's wrong, and starting from Green Hills, he begins liberating his friends from their robotic prisons. Robotnik and Sonic have out their ideological differences. Robotnik sticks to his guns that free will isn't necessary for friendship. A happy life and a happy world is one where the people around you are completely and unquestioningly devoted to you. Having finally seen the error in his ways, Sonic points out that sometimes friends disagree, that without choice, there can't be true loyalty or friendship. Robotnik would rightly point out that Sonic is just as complicit for all the damage done. If freed, his friends are going to be angry with him for participating in Robotnik's schemes for domination. Sonic would acknowledge that, even if people are angry with him, it's time he started taking responsibility for his actions. He has to own up to his own mistakes. Enter exhilarating chase scene, climactic battle, yada yada. Sonic reclaims the quill powering Robotnik's empire and frees all the people and worlds under the madman's control. The mad scientist flees to another world, swearing vengeance. In the end, Sonic and the people of Green Hills reconcile, and they welcome him back. He decides to not move back in with Tom and Maddie. Just like they need to take care of their child, Sonic decides he needs to take care of others by heading back to his homeworld and making sure that Robotnik is stopped. After credits scene of Robotnik having been stripped of Sonic's quill. He has a sensor which has found a stronger power source, something it classifies as chaos energy. Good sequels aren't easy to pull off. Successful sequels don't just copy what was established, they build on what came before. But after the stunning success of the first movie, I think Paramount has earned a little goodwill and faith from the public. Sonic was a surprise hit because it showed that even a silly video game movie can have a message, that a kid's movie can still have heart. If the new movie has those things, I think Sonic 2 will be super.
Crying way more than I can laugh. If I can have anything I wanted, it'd be success. Any real relief from all the stress and grim? It told me I've been blessing these people that's out there steadily praying for me. They must not be believers, cause they're praying, ain't paying, homie. I'm feeling so damn lonely. Hopefully a UFO will come and just land on me, but God's got a plan for me, so I just put in work and now look at my foot, it hurts from trying to stick it in that door and they close it, that would it hurt.